Okay, the water heater mechanical closet shares with the HVAC system, so it has the same issues going on here in regard to ventilation. We have our combustible air that comes down here 6 inches from the floor. That's good. Then our exhaust air has a screen on it. Okay, back in the day, as I mentioned before, back in the day, screens were acceptable. They preferred, I think even required. But now, see how the insulation is on top of the screen? It compromises it. Okay? So the screens are no longer required. You build a little box, a restrictor up there. Air goes straight up into the attic space. So the closet's not properly ventilated. Another thing, like with the air conditioning, is that this door should be weather stripped and sealed at all sides so we do not share, okay, because any exhaust, any carbon monoxide spillage that comes out of here is going to roll right around here into the air intake, go up through the air conditioning system, and get distributed all around the house, putting everybody to sleep. And it can also come outside of this door. So that's why this door needs to be sealed. Okay? Coming on along, that's our main shut-off valve for the water heater. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. This is some kind of a bonding wire. And one thing, it's supposed to be over there on the supply side of the water heater, because you could disconnect the water heater and you lose your bonding. It's not even connected though. I don't even know what that's about. That's about crazy. Asbestos flue pipe, and we can tell. Oh no, we can tell that it was strapped up there. How about that? It's amazing. But asbestos flue pipe. The water supply lines to the water heater and the temperature pressure relief valve are supposed to be insulated. And you're not supposed to solder this close to the tank, especially on the cold water side. Because what happens is, okay, this has a dip tube inside of it. It goes down to the bottom of the tank. Sometimes they're plastic. You solder this close, the dip tube melts, falls down in the tank. The cold water comes in and goes right back out. And you're only heating that much water. If the dip tube goes down to the bottom, you're heating this much water. So it's something to pay attention to. Supply lines are not insulated. Not insulated. Temperature pressure relief valves are good for about 3 years. They're supposed to be replaced. Okay. Moving on along here. Manufactured in 2007. Okay, so that makes this thing about 15 years old. Gas water heaters last about 10. This is an old man. That said, the Texas Real Estate Commission doesn't care how old that is. Is it performing the function for which it's intended or not? Or was it installed properly? It was not. Or is it a safety issue? We've got that too. So we got installation and safety issues. But the age itself, I'm just letting everybody know that it's an old man. We should budget for replacement. Okay, moving on along. Okay, we got our gas shutoff valve. It's kind of hard to get to over there. That's how you turn the gas off to the water heater. That's not too impressive. It's not accessible. Let's just go into that. Gas valve is not readily accessible to the water heater. I know, I get it backwards. I'll write it differently. Coming on down, we got electronic ignition. You know what we don't have here? We don't have a care and use manual. We don't have a care and use manual. And our safety pan does not have a sensor in it. It does not have a drain. And it does not have a sensor in it. So there's nothing to keep it from filling up when the water heater fails. This is the temperature pressure relief valve drain line, and it comes down. In the 1950s, it was okay to commingle the water heater temperature pressure relief valve with the air conditioning. It was okay to do that. But this is why we don't. So it's spilling and everything. By today's standards, that's not correct. By today's standards, it's a no-go. Each one of these drains should have their own. They shouldn't be commingled. So we learned our drain lines are commingled. We learned that our closet door is not sealed. We learned that we've got an opening in our mechanical closet. We've got an asbestos vent. We learned that we soldered too close to the tank. We learned that we cannot ascertain where our bonding is for the electrical system. Our water supply lines are not insulated. Our temperature pressure relief valve is not insulated. Our temperature pressure relief valve is old. Our water heater is old. We do not have a care and use manual. We learned all those things.